it's just like one of the more memorable levels from that game to me. And I could say like anything from the bedroom set of levels, except for Dusty Dune. That level can do one.
Dune 1.
Dune 1, yeah.
I hate it, guys. He even unmuted his mic just to say that. I need audio listeners to know that.
Hey, how's it going, everybody, and welcome back to a Christmas episode of the HGO podcast. It's Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. It's going to be a fun one. I've got gifts. I've got Hunter a Ubisoft NFT, and I got Kyle a middle finger. It's going to be a great time.
That is the opposite of swell.
Yeah, but enough about
my
you
gift,
two.
I brought a guest.
Oh, did you? Who is it?
It is the return of our first guest, actually. That's right, back by popular demand. Actually, Ethan's popular demand.
It's true.
Jacob's back from the Persona 5 spoiler cast.
Yeah, is that CasualNoise, Jacob? Wow. Welcome back. It's only been 83 episodes.
Yeah, it's been a while. I am also part of the popular demand to come back, but Kyle has not had me communicate.
It's
with
Kyle's
Ethan
fault.
until now.
It's Kyle's fault. I remember finishing the podcast literally like a year and a half ago again. Jacob's great. We should get him back on. And then literally like the tumbleweed every like so often I'd be like, we need to bring Jacob on. It just hasn't happened up until now. So welcome back. It's good to have you. It's a shame that Kyle likes to keep you for himself apparently. But, you know, we'll make do. Hopefully this is
him coming back to the podcast is very similar to how the podcast didn't start when we wanted it to.
Yeah, basically.
In the beginning.
Was that also Kyle's fault?
No.
No, it was kind of everyone's fault.
Yeah, well, the podcast was always my idea.
About Eddie Brock.
No, not this. We're talking about
he didn't
general.
I was That's not what I meant.
Today was held up by Eddie Brock, but originally I wanted to do a podcast, and everyone was like, "Yeah, sure," but because I had no motivation to start and getting our friend group, Cal was in school, and to get our friend group to do anything is like a fucking miracle. Like, hello, have you seen Jackal Sam on this podcast recently? No. That'd be funny if they were on last week's episode. We're pre-recording this, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Imagine if they are on this week. That'd be funny.
That sure was a great fantasy critic wrap up.
But no, it didn't come into fruition until Hunter was like, Animal Crossing and Doom are out this week. We should probably start. And I'm like, yeah. And the rest is history. And I have yet to listen back to that first episode ever. It's one of the few where I haven't. The Persona spoilercast is another because that's 3.5 hours. But hey, no, it's good to have you back. And welcome back everybody else to the HGO podcast, where every week we try and talk about video games for at least an hour. We'll see how that goes. Merry Christmas. We hope you're having a great holiday season, even if you don't celebrate Christmas. Whatever you celebrate, even if it's just a day off. Congratulations, you got a day off. Well done.
You deserve it, and probably so many more.
Yeah, exactly. And thank you for spending it with us. As we, what are we doing this week? We're doing something.
Favorite winter themed or snow levels?
That's it. We're going to do winter themed, ice themed, snow levels, get us all into the festive spirit, because there's no better time, Hunters, to get into the festive spirit than 2 days after Christmas.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, you love to see it, but no. I feel like that's all the housekeeping and stuff like that out of the way. Remember, you can watch the video version at youtube.com.
If there's anything else up, we don't know yet.
/hotgamers only. I don't know, check us out on podcast, give us a nice review. Make sure you listen for the whole thing. Even if you're sick of us, just leave us in the background, or just walk away from your computer and leave us on, because we love that watch time. Thank you. But yeah, don't walk away, because I'm sure this will be a good one, because we have a guest for like the first time in like 15 episodes, something ridiculous like that. So yeah, it'll be a good one.
Last time Kane was on?
Don't know. It was either
or
Kane
was it
or
him
Gary.
or Gary that was the last guest?
I don't want to think about it, to be honest, because it's been so long. Next year we will get more guests on, I promise. So let's start. We all have about 5, 6, something like that. So we'll be kind. We'll throw it over to our guest first, Jacob. We usually do these roundhouse kind of things where we go back and forward. We bring up a topic, we bring up a level, whatever. We'll go, yes, great pick. If it's Cal's pick, you go terrible pick ratio, and you abuse him for 5 minutes, and then we move on to the next person. That's how it goes. So what have you brought?
He goes to bed sad.
So if I'm going first, then I've got to talk about a snow level that started a game, but also didn't start the game, with the beginning of Uncharted 2,
Ooh,
where
okay.
Yeah.
you're climbing up a crashed train through snowy mountains, and I mean, I was a big fan of the Uncharted games, hence why I never played 4.
You started it on my PS4.
I then also started it on
still
mine,
have the save
so...
file. It's okay, dude. I own 4 of them, and I haven't played any of them.
So yeah, the fact that it's the opening scene, you have no idea like how you ended up hurt on a train hanging over the edge of snowy mountains, and then like the first half of the story just builds up to that. And if I remember correctly, there was like a big twist that one of your friends wasn't a friend or something right before, and that's how you ended up hurt.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
the guy from I'm in the Band on Disney XD. That was
Wait, what?
Sure. It's been a while since I've played this, but yeah.
It's true. The guy that betrays you in Uncharted 2 is the same guy as the lead singer of the rock band in I'm in the Band from Disney XD in like 2009. Don't ask me why I know that. That's just a piece of information that's stuck
How many
in my
betrayals
head.
were there in Uncharted 2? Because I know the guy at the beginning voiced Alistair in Dragon Age Origins.
That might be him, the guy that's the British guy at the start that betrayed you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. He's
Yeah.
from I'm in the Band, Hunter. Know where he's actually from. Come on, get some culture in your veins.
Sorry.
I mean,
Dragon Age is what I know him for. That's where I know Chloe from, too.
yeah, Chloe betrays you, but then also doesn't betray you as well. Like, that is a lot of betrayal in that game. And that series.
That's just the Uncharted way. Can't wait to see
Yeah.
how Tom Holland deals with it in
Oh,
2022.
I'm so looking forward to it.
Can't wait, dude. Perfect casting right there. But
I
now,
also,
yeah, go on.
in my notes, I have climbing a crashed train while hurt is badass.
It's true. It is true.
That is pretty cool.
I do like that intro. It's probably... I don't even remember the intro to Uncharted 4. What is the intro to Uncharted 4?
Don't they start in the prison?
past.
No, that's chapter
No.
2.
You start in, like, isn't he diving in like San Francisco Bay or something?
No, that's chapter 4. What is the
That's
start
chapter
of
4?
Uncharted? Yeah, what's the start of
Don't
chapter...
you start Uncharted 4 as kids?
Gross.
Yes, you do. Thank you.
You do start as kids?
Ah,
Okay.
yes. So yeah, it's definitely my favorite, probably opening to an Uncharted game. Because yeah, Uncharted openings. Now that I think about it, that's the only kind of iconic Uncharted opening, really. Because I don't remember what Uncharted 3's is at all. I know Chapter
don't
2
remember
is the
much
one
about
where you're
Uncharted
playing
3.
as Kid Drake, so it's not that. It's the bar scene in London. That's it.
Yes.
Oh, right.
And then Uncharted 1 is
You're
the
on the
scene on the
boat.
boat.
With the
Yeah.
Yeah, getting the casket of Sir Francis Drake that he's not in.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely my favorite of the Uncharted openings. And I was hesitant
Yeah.
to put it on because I felt like it'd be a fake pick from me because people know that I like Uncharted, but I don't love Uncharted. So I was like, should I put it?
Same.
I've played the first 3 games at least twice each.
See, the only
And
one
I
I've
think
played twice.
100%ed each of them.
The only one I've played twice is 4. So it's like with the opposite. So there you go.
I have started 4 multiple times,
I
as
have played
previously
all
stated.
4 of them exactly once.
Did you play Lost Legacy, Hunter?
No. I
Good.
should,
Very
because
good.
I think that Chloe is
I
cool,
also-
and I like Claudia Black a lot. But,
Well, good
you know.
news. Well, the good thing about that is because you own Uncharted 4. If you own either Uncharted 4 or the Lost Legacy, you can get the Legacy of Thieves PS5 like Uncharted game for like $10 upgrade, and it includes
Oh,
both of them,
baby.
even if you only include one. So,
That's cool.
good deal, and
Maybe
you get
I
the
will
PS5
get to
version.
that someday.
But no, good game, and I like that pick. It's a classic, an iconic PlayStation moment, you might say.
Yeah.
I like it. Kyle, let me get the beating
Alright.
stick out. It's your time. It's your turn.
So my first pick is going to be Flame's Grace from Octopath Traveler.
Oh, here we
that's
go.
a good one.
Yeah, here we go.
This is one of the starting towns in the game where you get one of your first party members. It's where you get Best Girl. And it's a nice little cozy little snow town.
That's incorrect. Primrose is from the desert.
You know what? You're allowed to have an opinion, Hunter.
Dude, fucking weebs over here, Jacob. You never see us talking about this shit, dude. Never. There's no recorded evidence either.
Not even a little.
Nope. But no,
Just
go
a
on.
lot.
Tell me about Octopath then, because all I know about Octopath is it looks nice, and I've owned a copy for 3 years. Those are the only 2 facts I know about Octopath. So tell me.
I honestly, like, I just love the look of this place so much. It's definitely, like, in my opinion, this is what HD 2D does at its best, which makes, like, kind of like a 3D environment in pixel art, basically, and it just looks absolutely stunning. Every time I'm there, I just feel like I'm at home. Can I help you, Ethan?
Sorry, I'm just laughing because of podcast listeners. Hunter just muted his mic, took a swig out of his bottle and threw it into the corner like he's from fucking... like he's a Viking. That's just like...
It was empty.
Yeah, that was like the most...
There was a
Hunter
little
thing.
bit left from when I poured it into the glass, and then I was done with it, so I threw it to the box with the recycling.
That's the most Hunter thing I've ever seen you do in a podcast. And the thing is, Jacob, if it wasn't for his new mic, I'd have to audio edit that out because
I wouldn't have thrown it on the show if I couldn't mute it.
Yes, you would. But no.
I would have set it down and probably still made a lot of noise.
Is this the one that you said is winter but doesn't look winter, or is this a snow level?
No, this is distinctly a snow town.
Nice.
It's distinctly, like, in a mountain region.
So now you've got something to look forward to.
Super duper snowy. Dude, you can even start with her if you want.
Funny
I
joke.
big recommend you do.
Because the thing is, Jacob, I've literally owned this game since 6 months after it came out. Because
I've been trying to get him to play it for so long.
I'm big brain because I buy Switch games. It's like with my copy of Tundra: The Golden Country, right? I bought that shit for like $20 when it was new. 1, because I liked Xenoblade 2, but 2, I was like, they're printing 5 of these. I'm getting it so I can mock Cal for 2 years until he gets a copy for whatever he pays for it, which has happened now.
He did get his own copy.
Yeah.
My dad played Octopath.
Really? What? Your dad's a
Did
gamer?
he like it?
My dad was a gamer. He doesn't really play much anymore.
Nice. I respect it because my dad was also a gamer. He still plays bits and pieces, but
yeah, I actually going back. The first time I played each of the Uncharted games was with my dad.
that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
I have a similar kind of memory because I remember watching my dad play the Uncharted games on PS3. I didn't play them until the Nathan Drake collection on PS4. So I like it. It's also nice to have someone else like that because I swear everybody that we've had on the podcast up until this point doesn't have a dad or hasn't had a dad that has really played games. So that to me has always been a cool thing.
It took until I was in like high school for my parents to accept that I played video games with a decent amount of frequency.
See, I always loved telling the story of my dad having a PS1, and he used the excuse of having it for me when I was like 3 years old or whatever, 2 years old, so I could play Crash Bandicoot, when really he just wanted something to play Metal Gear Solid on.
Man,
my dad has been playing video games since video games.
That's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I respect it. And I also respect
the video
Octopath
games.
Traveler. Not enough to play it.
I do too.
But I
You
respect it.
should. You should.
No, good pick. Hunter.
How many
So-
subs to get you to play Octopath?
have you guys ever
subs
wanted
50.
to blow up Santa's workshop with a tank?
What?
Wow.
Because you can do that in
Kinda.
Twisted Metal 3.
Okay, Twisted. Okay.
The North Pole is a level in that game, and there's all sorts of fun winter-themed things to just destroy. And the ice physics either weren't present or didn't matter that much because it controlled very jankily anyway.
Is that all you got to say? Is that it? Everyone else brings these beautiful moments, you know. It's like, you know, when I saw it for the first time, it took me ablaze, and you're just like, yeah, Twisted Metal 3, mate. It's got a North Pole level in it.
Blow the shit out of Santa.
Blow the shit out of
Yeah,
Santa. It's fun,
exactly.
innit? Yeah.
There's like elves and stuff that you can harass. You can destroy some snowmen.
Yo, elf
It's-
bowling.
It's just it's a very amusing thing to look back on. There's a high probability that a Rob Zombie song will be playing.
Nice.
All right, that's all I got now. I think I'm out of details.
Well, that's a really great timestamp there, Hunter. I think you lasted about a minute. I'm so glad I wrote that down. Thank you.
It's alright, I've got like 7 of these.
You
Okay,
bet.
Ethan.
Okay.
Tell us all about why you love Snow Go.
I'm not. There is there's 2 crash levels I do have. Surprise, surprise. None of them are Snow Go. But
Snow Biz?
No, not Crash 2.
Bear it.
Not Crash 2. I think all the snow levels in Crash 2 are
fair.
absolute garbage. Thank you. No, I'm not going to talk about Crash yet because that'd just be the obvious thing. So I'm going to talk about something that both, well, that Hunter, for example, knows. I don't know if you've played it yet, Jacob, but I'm going to go to a game that came out this year, being modern, Persona 5 Strikers. Because
nice.
the Sapporo jail is actually pretty damn cool. I love that jail.
Oh yeah, it is really cool. It has one of my favorite moments in the game.
What are you looking at, Jacob? You're looking down at the ground like that. What are you doing?
No, I'm looking at my notes. I was close. I said in before Ethan talks about P5's ending being in winter.
Oh, it is in winter. That's true. Not if you're
I
playing
have that
Royal,
in my
though.
notes,
Not
and
if
I
you're
said-
playing Royal. Think about it.
Right.
But
But I sent Kyle a message saying that you were going to talk about it.
February is still part of the winter.
It
true,
is.
true. But no, Sapporo Jail was one of those things where when I saw it was an ice level, I instantly cringed.
Oh yeah, you weren't amused at
Because
first.
I hate ice levels in video games. This is why my list is going to be interesting, because for most of the time, I despise ice levels in video games. Because what do ice levels mean to me? They mean
Bad
usually
controls.
large areas, bad controls, and some shitty form of ice mechanics. And I hate all 3 of those things. And I'm like, no thank you, I'm good. The Sapporo Jail is just really fun because it has a cool theme. The ice physics don't really mean anything except for snowboard sections, which
Yeah, the snowboard
just little
sections are
snowboard
fun.
ramp, which are quite fun. It has the he horde moment, which is one of my favorite
sure
moments
does.
in that entire game, where you get ambushed by a literal shit ton of Jack Frosts, and then everybody make 5 of the 8 characters then make a he ho pun or something along those lines. You're like, oh god, here we go, love it. And then the music also is great because it's 3 and 4 to me. Those two kind of middle dungeons, those middle jails, are like my favorites in the entire game. I don't even which one
is really good too.
Which one's Dungeon 5?
Was that Osaka? Kyoto?
It was Kyoto. Kyoto was
Okay.
also interesting, but it was pretty short.
Yeah.
But the Sapporo jail and then the 4th jail, which I always call the plot twist jail because I never, quote unquote, never saw it coming. Haha, insert funny joke. But no, the Sapporo jail was actually quite fun. And when I thought, oh, this is going to be boring, every single one of them is just going to be a city theme because the first 2 were extremely just, look, it's a Japanese city. Look, it's Tokyo. Look, it's, what was the second one? Was it Osaka was the second one, I think? I think it was Osaka. Or Sendai. It was Sendai.
Sendai.
That looked kind of similar, and they were a bit dull.
Yeah.
And then to have this ice kind of one where there was no shitty ice mechanics. It just looked nice and had some cool snowboarding sections. That's what I want in an ice level, not Snowgo. Thank you. Okay, Jacob, back to you.
I was just gonna say I have not yet had a chance to play Strikers. I've been meaning to, and I just haven't.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. It very much would win my award if that came out this year, where I have completely forgotten that it came out, even though I put 40 hours into it, 50 hours into it, however long it took. It's fun. It's just the gameplay
Don't
gets a
go
bit
for the
repetitive.
plat.
Don't go for the plat. You end up touching a Buddha's feet for 6 hours. It wasn't worth it. Long story. I
did plat Royal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You played Royal this year again?
No, I
Oh.
just mean I when I played it, I platted it.
Oh, platted it. Platted Royal.
Yeah.
I thought you said plain. I was going to say, you're crazy, because I haven't played that game since. Mainly because
I
3 of my friends have played it,
for
and
a while.
I've just lived through it.
And you watched.
That's how I got through 3 and 4. I never played them, but I watched them.
I see, I played 4, and then I played the first bit of 3, and went, my god, remake
Game
it.
old.
Remake it. I cringe. I just don't know why. I just can't watch it. It's like Danganronpa, where Danganronpa is even worse because that's a fucking visual novel. That is literally a YouTube video that you plug into your console and you just watch it. You just sit there like a fucking lemon, just like like literally, you don't even have to press the A button. You can just press the R button. And it goes auto mode. You're like, gameplay.
Video game.
Yet I won't watch it on YouTube. I'm like, no, I've got to sit here and press the fucking A button over and over again so I say that I beat the fucking game.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm like that. Tragic. Disgrace. But oh well, I will beat it. Anyway, Jacob, what's your next pick?
So, I'm gonna go with something that is also new, but also not new at all.
Vintage.
Vintage.
Not vintage. So I'm most known as a Pokemon fan. So
why did I let you on again?
Yeah, dude, we hate Pokemon here.
If I think about like snow areas in games, I have to think about Northern Sinnoh, the Snow Point City area, for a few reasons. Like,
it's slow as balls.
Oh, it's so slow.
It fucking
but it's also,
sucks. Yeah,
it changes the game.
Snow levels, guys.
It changes the games like significantly. Everything else in Sinnoh is like beaches, canals, flower fields, and then there's finally like something that's not super
Eskimos
warm
up north.
Yeah. And like the Snow Point Temple is cool because like you can encounter a level 1 Regigigas. That's sick.
There's a lot of cool lore with that. I like how you got to bring the Reggies back for Big Boy Reggie.
Yep.
Fees are made.
And I mean, personal reasons. You find Sneasel there. Weavile is my favorite Pokemon. Kinda important to me.
Yeah, nice. I've got a story for that relates to this. In Gen 6, I randomly, as I was playing the game casually, caught a shiny Weavile. Didn't realize it was shiny until after I beat the game, but I was like, that's cool, dude. It's great.
I hatched so many eggs going for
Yeah,
shiny
and
Sneasel.
I just walked and found one by accident and went, oops. But this
happens to Ethan a lot.
Happens every generation. I got a shiny Magikarp within 5 minutes of playing Brilliant Diamond, and then I just stopped playing.
You got a goldfish.
Yeah, I was like,
it literally took me 3 generations to get a shiny Sneasel.
Yeah, they just walk. Works every time. Just walk, mate. But now, Gen 4, I haven't seen what it looks like in Brilliant Diamond because
have you played Diamond and Pearl?
Yes, I played the original.
That's what it looks like.
It looks worse than that.
It looks worse than that, actually.
It's probably like that, but chibi.
But worse, cool. But it does look cool in Gen 4. I did hate it with a passion, though, because my baby monkey brain couldn't handle it. I was like, no, it's slow.
My copy of Brilliant Diamond is there right now because I'm trying to get a shiny Snorunt.
Yo, nice. I put 4 hours into that game.
I put 0 hours into that game.
You're the real winner, to be honest, Kyle.
I also put 0 hours into that game.
Yeah, but you don't play Pokemon. You had no restraint with that one.
Yeah.
Kyle had to show restraint by going, I'm getting off the horse. I'm not giving Game Freak any more money. And Jack was like, don't worry, I'll pay for your copy. And have another one.
Don't worry, I'll buy 5.
Yeah.
And not Mario Party.
I got it because, like, I'm cool with replaying Gen 4. I know it's the same thing. Like, I accepted it, but I don't want to break out my DS if I want to replay Gen 4. Also,
that's fair.
I am torturing myself right now in Shining Pearl because I'm soft resetting for a shiny Chimchar, and it's 1:40 per reset.
Why? Right, literally.
Why?
I've talked to Sam about this. Why do shiny hunters go, oh yeah, guys, look at me, I can get a Photoshop edit if I spend 60 hours of my life? I'm like, no, just go on Photoshop, change the colour tint, come on.
Saturation.
Oh, you're forgetting something.
Up. Oh, there we go.
Photoshop costs money.
Fine then, dude.
Paint.net,
dude. Paint.net. Exposure up. Stonks. Dude. Like, honestly.
Yeah, no, I've been a shiny hunter for a while.
I don't know if it is just because I've had this luck throughout my life where I just randomly stumble upon shinies in every generation. I'm like, well, this shit's easy. Like, it's
Oh, I
happened
didn't-
in every gen I've ever played. I've just got a random shiny, just somewhere stumbled upon it. Never shiny hunted in my life.
I didn't get one until Generation 6 with Horde Battles in X and Y.
Yeah, nice. I had about 12 in Generation 6, I think. I do
Man, that
like
was when
Gen
they
6.
That
nerfed. That was when they
got
buffed the
a
shiny
whole
rate.
lot.
Yeah, that Gen 6 was when they buffed. Do you remember when you could, like... Was that where chain fishing was in X and Y? Where you could
Yeah.
literally just chain fish, like, 10 fish, and it's a shiny. Congratulations.
It's the dumbest thing ever.
You sat there for 25 minutes. Good job. I like that. But
So, I have registered 307 different shiny Pokemon into my Pokedex.
Jesus.
God.
I may or may not use a website to track it because I want to get a shiny dex.
Kyle, is going for a
Come on,
shiny
people,
dex
yeah.
worse than my trophy hunting, or is going for a shiny dex worse?
Depends.
You said
I give up on trophies, though. He's going for his shiny dex.
kind of.
He's not half done yet.
The fact that he's even got to 300, I think.
I
is
mean, yeah, he's gotten to
impressive.
triple
Like,
digits. That's good.
31.7%.
Mad lad.
Jesus.
But no, Pokemon definitely has some iconic snow levels. I definitely agree. with
Yeah, I may or may not have another one on the list.
that. Well, you can save that for later.
Yeah.
Because we need
I
content.
will.
Kyle.
All right, Ethan. Do you want to talk about Canada?
Yes, I love Canada, dude.
Hell yeah. How do you
My
feel about
favorite band
Canada
is
and
from
Sly
Canada.
2?
Oh, I like Canada and Sly too. We've talked about this
Hell
before.
yeah.
I didn't put it on my list because I swear we brought this up on the best PS2 games episode. I talked about the John Basson levels a bit too much, so I was like,
Probably. They're just good, though.
they're very good. They are, to me, probably the most consistently good episodes in the game, to be honest. I love them.
I think they're the two best levels.
Yeah, I probably
I
agree.
think that, like, by that point in the game, I think the developers had, like, figured out what makes these characters fun to use, and they gave you some good gadgets to play around with. Like, by that point, you've got Bentley's hover pack, Murray has his big jump, and Sly in episode 7, he gets his little double hooks for climbing.
Oh, they're fun as hell, dude.
That shit's dope.
I remember as a kid getting the double hook thing and climbing on the ice. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. I could climb anywhere. You couldn't, but in my head, I was
You
like,
couldn't.
anywhere, dude. In my
It also just has like
gone.
it also just has like a lot of iconic missions that really stand out to me. Like Thief on the Rails. That's a train heist where you're stealing a clockwork part from it.
Yeah, that's sick.
That's just iconic.
Or as I
and then
said,
the-
yeah, the scariest level of all time, as in our Scary Levels Halloween episode, dude. Sneaking under the tables while John Basson's stomping his ass around you, dude. Terrifying. Absolutely horrifying.
And then the lumberjack games at the end of episode 7.
Iconic.
Absolute fantastic. Basically, like, you're in a lumberjack games competing for clockwork parts, which is basically the big bad, and your group realizes we can't win against John Basson, we need to fucking cheat. So they end up luring the guards into a cave and stealing their clothes and taking the place of the
Classic.
judges.
Literally, that is genuinely what they do. Is Sly's competing, and then they're just slightly luring everybody in, and then you beat the shit out. And it's so funny. It is literally like literally you take them into a cave, beat the shit out of them, steal their clothes, and then you just got Murray and Bentley just sitting there in like fake duck outfits going zero.
They even get like duck bills.
Yeah,
also
they steal their bills, dude. They rip them off the corpses and put
Sounds
them on
like
their
a
face.
cut Hitman mission.
I think it inspired future Hitman titles, Hunter. I'm just gonna say that right now. But no,
And then, correct me if I'm wrong, because I've only played the original trilogy, but it's also episode 7's also capped off with like the only boss fight for Bentley.
yes, I think is there a boss fight?
I don't know if
for
4
Bentley and
had
Sly
any.
4? I
the
feel
one
like
that's played it.
there is, but I don't remember. I don't want to say if there is because spoilers.
Right.
If that game if that PlayStation Plus Tier 3 thing ever gets Sly 4 working on a PS5, not ass mode.
We can dream.
We can dream. One day. That's the thing, is they'll be like, to celebrate the release of this new Sly game, we're bringing the old ones back except for Sly 4. Just Sly 1, 2, and 3. But no, I like, episode 7 is particularly great. I love the Sly games as well.
They're also just fun areas to just goof around in.
Mm-hmm. Also, shout out to episode 3 of Sly 4 as well, because that's it's prehistoric theme, but it's in the winter, and I really like the level. It lags the PS3 to shit. The frame rate's awful. And people hate the world because the frame rate's awful, but I like the aesthetics anyway. It's really cool. Hunter, for your 1 minute of fame.
Going for something a bit more recent this time. The second major kingdom in Tales of Arise is called Cyslodia, and it is winter themed.
Okay.
It's basically seems to be what I understand living in Alaska to be like, where it's nighttime all the time. And the cool thing about it is there's no stupid slipping, there's no enemies that freeze you, and Alphen, your main character, has fire powers. So it's just a very cathartic place to go through when it comes to walking through the fights and all that, because everything's weak to my guy's special power. And, you know, as far as in the story, you get the party that I ran with for most of the game was filled out by the end of this chapter, so it was all really solid as far as being the next step, and it was a really good area after the tutorial.
Nice, I like it.
Nice.
Short and sweet. You love
How's
to
the
see it.
music?
Yeah, how's the music?
Oh, it's pretty great.
Okay, there you go. One that it's pretty great. I'll write that down.
Pretty great.
Write that one down. Put that one on the box for the Game of the Year edition. Right over here. Fuck me.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey, that's pretty good. I'll try and be a bit more detailed with mine. We'll do the Crash now because why not?
Hell yeah.
So technically, I put 2 Crash games down. So I'm gonna, because I have like 8 choices, and I'm gonna try and make it a shorter list. I'm gonna put both of them on. So the first one that I want to give a shout out to, this was my honorable mention, but we'll include it as part 1, is Snow Way Out and Ship Happens from Crash 4. They are genuinely the 2 best actual linear Crash Snow levels that have ever been made. They're actually fantastic, to the point where I'm kind of mad that Toys for Bob kind of got the idea of a snow level down so perfectly on their first try, and all the Naughty Dog snow levels suck dicks. So no,
He's not wrong.
They're so good. They are genuinely snow. The only problem is that when you slide jump off the ice platforms that are moving down the rivers, sometimes it thinks that you're sliding into the water and you instantly die. But other than that,
small
it's
things.
great. No, because it's great because it's using these ice platforms on like waterfalls and rivers. So it's all about moving these moving platforms that are either moving along the rivers and you've got to jump over them, or it's platforms falling, like icebergs falling off
from
waterfalls,
the
and you slowing time down to jump over on top of them to
Yeah.
bridge the gap. And
That one had a lot of good set pieces in it.
Yeah, it mixed the time stuff. You've got the Cortex version of it, which is also great because you've got the Cortex section, which has got so many quotable lines in it. But it's also just the only good Cortex level in that game is in the snow level. And then it goes into a harder version of that section in the second half. Really good levels. The other one, Crash Twinsanity, Iceberg level.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
have that
thinking
on my
about
list
that.
too.
High five.
I love
onto
that
the
level.
Iconic. There you go.
Fish.
It's just it's such a good section, you know.
Dude,
all
the
of
music
it.
in that part echoes in my head to this day sometimes.
You know, literally from climbing up the top to the fish section to the Uka Uka boss fight with the ice monster to going down to engines going down to
Slip slide ice capades.
It slip slide ice capades going down to engines airship, going down to being chased by the walrus and beating up Entropy. All of that, so good. It's probably my favorite part of the entire game, to be honest.
was
like
really
as
good
far as
world.
like the central world with the extra levels surrounding it, I do think it's the best one of like the 3 of them.
Yeah.
4 of them.
100%. It's so good. And the writing's on point, and I just love the whole Christmassy aspect.
That isn't enough.
Yeah, I just love the kind of wintry aesthetic to it all. It's great. So yeah, there you go. And also music. The music in Twinsanity in general is excellent.
For real.
But some of the stuff in there, in particular, like Slip Slide Ice Cream, stuff like that, is top-notch music. Iconic. But yeah, there you go. Stolen one of Hunter's, Lamau, got him.
No, it's fine. I have enough.
I think you might have put more time in than.
Yeah, Hunter
than
would
he
have just gone. Twinsanity is good, isn't it? There you go.
Yeah, probably.
Good, in it. Okay, Jacob, back to you in the studio.
Do you want my my other Pokemon one or not? Right now?
Yeah, do it.
So, I liked Sword and Shield's Crown Tundra.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's
I
an
like that
entire
too.
DLC for snow.
Except
It's,
for the parts that aren't snow. It's great.
It's okay. Yeah, the bottom for some reason is not
It's
snow, but
a
like
grass field. It's whack.
It's Scotland.
But
What are you
let's be real,
expecting?
the,
It's Scotland.
yeah, but it's supposed to be northern Scotland because it's upside down.
Yeah, but trust me, that is what Scotland is like, where you will literally have a grassy field and
Upside
next
down?
to it is upside down, dude. Why do you think they're always drunk all the time, Kyle? That's why they're drunk all the time, dude. The world's topsy-turvy, so they might as well be fucking topsy-turvy while they're going around, dude.
Tipsy-turvy.
Tipsy-turvy, exactly.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
go on.
it's
Anyway.
it's a snow DLC, and yet there's still like some diversity within it. Like there's gardens in the snow, and there's castle in the snow. Like it's still some diversity, and apparently there is non-snow parts that I had forgotten about. So thanks.
You're welcome.
And I enjoyed the Dynamax Adventures. It was a fun little.
Those were fun.
thing.
Those were really
Yeah.
fun. Like getting together with you and our other friends. That was a ton of fun.
Yeah, we had that day where we had 4 people and we still couldn't beat Zygarde because it's stupid.
It was a ton of fun. God, I miss
And-
Sword and Shield.
There's another little Easter egg battle with Regigigas, which apparently is the theme of my my snow Pokemon places. And I liked the missions to get the horses in it as well.
I really liked the lore behind Calyrex and
Yeah.
the 2 horses.
And minimal time that Peony was actually Peony. It was great.
No.
Dude, it was pretty good how Calyrex just like possessed Peony to talk to you.
Yeah.
That's cool. No, I remember you talking about it. The Sword and Shield DLC I just never got because Pokemon's
That's
for
fair.
nerds. No, I liked Sword and Shield more than most people.
I liked Sword and Shield.
Yeah, it's overhated. And now look what we get. We get Brilliant
Pokemon
Diamond and
Funko
Legends
Pop.
Arceus, which has a 50% chance of being decent. Let's be real here.
I have hope for Legends Arceus.
See, I say that, but I also had hope for Brilliant Diamond, and then I got shot in
I
the
did
fucking
not.
foot. Yeah, I was
I had no hope for
I'm
it.
cautious. I hate the art style, but they might add a load of features that might make it a game-changing experience, and they did make it game-changing by changing nothing and releasing the game
Like
again.
getting rid of the Battlefront tier.
Yeah.
But don't worry, there's Underground.
Oh, that's all we need, dude.
Saved.
Saved. But no,
And there's Wooper.
Wooper Watch. Where was Wooper Watch?
What more
That
do you
actually
need?
saves it.
Yeah, that's why the Game Awards was shit this year. No Wooper Watch.
No Woopers.
Agreed.
True. Right, Kyle.
Agreed.
What's next on your list?
Alright. Yeah, let's do it.
Go on.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Okay.
The Kingdom of Tantal.
So this was on mine as well. Well done.
Yeah.
Epic.
Zeke.
Let's go. Good taste, Ethan. Good taste.
Yeah.
So, on my first playthrough, when I got to Tantal, I'm like, yeah, we made it to the snow area. It's going to be the best part of the Xeno game, because it always is. It's the most memorable. Fantastic
Yeah,
music.
Xenoblade 1 is really memorable. You can walk
Yeah, what was
straight through
memorable
it.
about Xenoblade 1's snow area?
It's memorable
Dude,
because
it's
you can
so
literally
pretty.
get through it in 20 minutes because literally it's all optional. And you just walk straight through and you go, see you later, snow. Fuck you.
I think that's what I did.
It's time to
But
head
dude,
to
it's
Button
so
Valley. Cringe time. And then you spend 3 hours in Button Valley, and yet Xenoblade 1 is considered the better entry in the franchise. Why?
Hell yeah.
Why?
Can't wait for 3 to come out and people realize 2 was actually really good.
It's like the Pokemon community, dude. They're literally, they're just on a more frequent, this one wasn't as bad. Like, Pokemon's like 10 years behind, whereas Xenoblade fans are like 5. Because I already see the X appreciators now, so it's just a matter of time
Hell
before we get the
yeah.
2 appreciators rolling up.
Dude, I wished I could play X. I wish my disc drive in my Wii U wasn't broken.
Yeah, do you want mine, dude?
No, yours is European.
Well, I can get do you want a European copy of X while I'm at it. There you go.
Can you find one?
They're the super cheap here. It's like 20 quid. It's not.
Oh,
not
shit.
expensive. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hunter,
It's like the
are you doing
opposite of
conversion,
Persona.
or-
So anyways, when I first got to Tantal, I'm like, yeah, this place is alright. It's kind of like a dreary snow area. It's not like Valak Mountain with all like the light pillars shining out of the snow crystals and
Mhm.
looking super pretty. And then I got to the town, Theoswar. It was nighttime, and Shadows of the Lowland was playing. Absolute... I don't even want to say banger, because it's not a banger. It's very, like, lo-fi, very chill,
No, it's
very
a banger,
mellow.
dude. It's an absolute banger.
Is it a bop?
It's a bop, dude. It's a
I
bop.
think you could classify it as a bop.
Is it a
It's one of the
jam?
more orchestral kind of choirish kind of songs, which are very much bops. Whenever they show
So
up in my
much.
playlist in my car, sometimes they show up because they're in my game music playlist that I sometimes listen to on the way back, and I'm like, yes, let's bop to the church music. People are gonna think I'm in a cult. Crank it up. People
what I
looking
love
at me in
about-
the other cars, just seeing me sing choir music, dude. Let's go.
So specifically, like, the nighttime version of Shadows of the Lowland
Yeah.
is what does it for me. It's just... So the daytime version is, like, a harmonized vocal. Nighttime is just one person with, like, background vocalists,
Yeah,
kind of, like, adding in.
Mhm.
I don't know music words very well, so I hope I'm using the right words.
What a loser.
I had music major friends in college, and I still don't know what they were talking about.
Who does?
I know music, but I
Nobody.
don't know Xenoblade.
Wow, has all these Pokemon games and doesn't play a good RPG on the Nintendo Switch. What a fucking cringe.
I like
logo.
turn-based RPGs.
Yo,
Dude, can I interest you in Octopath Traveler?
just don't play Shin Megami Tensei 5, dude. That game's hard. So hard you could give up after an hour and go, yeah, bye. I'm
Not
out.
for me.
Not for me. It's for
And everyone
eBay.
yells at you.
It's for eBay. Here you go, eBay. Have fun. That's a joke. Shin Megami Tensei fans, I still own it.
But yeah, I just really
No.
like Tantal. The music really got me hooked on it, and then story-wise, the end of the chapter has definitely one of the biggest moments in the game, where basically Pyra gets taken from you. You lose the Aegis.
No, not the waifu. They take. What are the horny boys gonna do now, Kyle? They've took their favorite away.
But they still have Nia and Morak. We're fine. Party's still eating good.
They didn't teach me that in Smash.
That would have been. You have waifu at home is basically Nia, dude. It's like, I don't want that.
Very true.
Considering Chapter 7, yeah.
It's still my favorite moment in a video game. I still want one of my friends to like play that just so I can experience the fucking joy of. I've never laughed at a video game more. The fact that I paused the game because I was laughing too hard at a scene. It's honestly
It was
like
so
genuinely.
good.
Xenoblade 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, just because of the voice acting isn't bad. It's bad in the best ways. Whereas like if there's a bad
It's perfectly bad.
if there's a bad performance or a bad part of it, it's done in such a perfect way that I forgive it instantly. Oh, so good. And then
Which
most of the
basically
time it's
describes
genuinely
all of
good.
Rex.
It's most of the time he's genuinely good. My main problem with Rex is he's supposed to have my accent.
Yeah.
This is how he's supposed to talk. Yeah, he doesn't, and I'm like, why? Why does he sound like Rex? Who knows? We'll never know. But no, I love Tantal.
you,
It's great.
I love Tantal too. It's very pretty. It's also like one of 2 places in the game I exclusively keep the time of day set to a certain time. The other one is more ordained in the daytime. You need those trumpets.
Oh, what a blast. Banger. That's also a banger. You should see the way people look at me when
That's
I got
a
that
banger.
one cracked up in the car. Sunglasses on. They're like, what the fuck is this guy? He's going to crash any second.
But I'm
You,
gonna keep a good distance behind.
Yeah, that's
No, we're going to get closer so we can hear the tunes.
Ethan, you talking about pausing the game to laugh reminded me of a wonderful moment that Kyle and I had back in high school playing Smash 4.
Oh, Lord.
Because I don't know how to play Smash.
Oh, same. It's great. Great dude.
I was playing Jigglypuff with Kyle, like, it was me, Kyle, and one of our other friends, just against computers. And I managed to accidentally rest block a Falcon Kick. And Kyle had to pause the game because he started crying.
It was the most amazing thing
It was
I ever
fantastic.
saw. Unfortunately, it's on the Wii U, so there's no footage of it left anymore.
We also, the three of us sat there for probably 20 minutes just crying, laughing.
God.
Because I didn't know what I was doing.
That's the best way to play fighting games,
honestly,
truthfully.
Smash,
Just click buttons.
Smash is more fun when you've got 4 people playing that don't know how to play Smash. That is genuinely the most fun you'll have with Smash, is where, well, if you have a brief idea, but you're not going, right, I know the best combo for Joker, it's BBA up tilt 7 million times dead. Like, no. It's more fun where it goes, oh, this guy's got a funny head, let's play him. Oh, cool.
Yeah. It is pretty funny when 3 people who don't know how to play against the one guy who does, and then
they bully him.
Monkeys,
Yeah, that's
though.
always
It's
like group bullying time. If we all mash A, he can't win. Let's go, guys.
A couple weeks ago
on my Switch of Kyle beating 3 of us in a 3-on-1.
Didn't press A hard enough. Didn't press A hard enough.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, I was hanging out with some friends, just like casually, and they had Smash Bros. Out, and I'm like, okay, it's time for me to put on my dumb casual player brain. So I just played Donkey Kong and grabbed people all the whole game.
It's like me with Bowser. I'm still cringing at the fact they changed it in Ultimate.
Jacob, your camera's blurry.
I'm working on it.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Oh, there's Zelda. There it is.
Oh, of course,
it's
played Zelda.
Zelda. Killing,
that checks
getting
out.
12 kills. But don't worry, I was the only one who killed him.
I'm still mad with Bowser how they changed him in Ultimate so that when you SD, it takes your stock first. That's so cringe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so
Smash
dumb.
4, it was so funny. The amount of times that I killed Kyle and Sam by literally just SDing straight away, just from the start, grabbing them and sending them to oblivion, and they lose their stock
so
first.
good.
It was so satisfying. I'm so mad that they changed it.
Yeah, the only way to make him lose it first before was if you whirling slammed him while he was transformed.
Yeah. It was such a shit change because they did it because they were like, we know people troll by doing this. I'm like, why stop the trolling? Embrace the trolling. Make the person lose 2 stocks for trolling for my trap. Think about it.
If they were so good, they wouldn't get caught.
The obvious bait.
Exactly. Get baited, bitch. Right. That was like a 10-minute segment, so let's round out of 130 seconds.
All right.
Gotta balance this podcast somehow.
This time, I've got Shadow Moses from Metal Gear Solid. If you want a specific part, the heliport, like right at the beginning, it's like the iconic part of the game.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I played that.
Did you?
Oh,
I haven't.
Yeah,
Must
I
be
tried
nice.
playing Metal Gear like 4 years ago. I did not get far.
Ah, yes, you probably made it into the building and that was it.
Probably.
But the heliport's a really good first area to like give you to play around with because it basically introduces all the mechanics that are present in the game for you to play around with to your heart's content before moving on. Like you run around in the snow, you leave some footprints, you distract the guard, you break his neck. All that fun stuff. There's a surveillance camera over on the other side of the zone for you to learn how to dodge or disable with the special grenades. Spotlights and all that other hoopla as well, and it even gives you 2 different ways you can go into the building. So, player agency and all that.
I agree. Moving on.
Sorry. None of us have played Metal Gear.
It's alright, my main thought during that was, are there grenades that take out cameras? And then I remember, grenades.
Well, it's... In Metal Gear Solid, it's like
Dogs.
this electronic...
EMP.
It explodes into electronic dust.
That makes sense.
He doesn't call it that because Kojima didn't believe in EMPs, I guess.
Nah,
Kojima's on a different
against
plane of
it's
existence.
It's against his belief system.
They're
yeah.
called chaff grenades in Metal Gear.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, real life. Are there grenades that destroy cameras? And then I realized, grenades.
Yeah, grenades or
Yes.
EMPs or
Mhm.
anything that's an explosive. Really, will probably do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Fun facts.
This is what you get for having me on.
Content. Anyway, I'll go over short one, Hunter. I've got a nostalgia one, and this is mainly an ambience. It's not even technically a level; it's a home world. Winter Tundra in Spyro 2 is an aesthetic. It's one of my favorite worlds in Spyro 2 ever, and it's literally just a fucking home world, dude. And it's also the smallest home world in Spyro 2. It's just an aesthetic. If anyone's ever heard the warp, the warp room, the home world music in Spyro 2, it's like this ambient, like it's completely different from the rest of the entirety of the Spyro trilogy soundtrack. It's like these ambient pieces of music that are just like mood setters. Like it's not even orchestra, like Kyle was saying with Xenoblade 2. It's literally just like ambient noise, like weird like melodies and weird like samples of like, and they're so soothing, and it's just a vibe, and I love it. It's my probably my favorite homeworld in any Spyro game is Winter Tundra. It's so good, I love it, and yeah, it's a vibe. There's a Hunter 1 minute for you. Next, Jacob.
So I have one more, and
That's fine. This is fine.
this was the one that I actually had to check to make sure there was ice when we were talking before this, but I did confirm. In the PlayStation 4 God of War 4, Helheim.
There's snow everywhere in that fucking game.
God of 4?
God of 4?
Yeah.
Helheim
God of War.
specifically, I really liked, because of like there were the flashbacks to the old game, or like to Kratos' life before this specific game. I mean, it's Norse mythology, so it's cool. And I liked the aesthetic of like having the like, I guess shades of people's souls around.
I do really like that the Norse version of being dead is just being frozen to death for eternity, as
Yeah.
opposed to the typical fire and brimstone thing that most afterlives like to go with.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah, and like the game represented that really well. I
Sure
also
did.
put in here that I'm pretty sure that in Ragnarok the entire map is frozen.
That would check
So-
out.
In the new
Um,
one, it is in the new one for the most.
Yeah.
From what we've seen, anyway. Parts of the world,
Yeah.
are definitely. The world lake is like where the world serpent is.
hmm
Definitely.
So I think it's going to be cool to get a new perspective on like the areas that we saw in the first game, well frozen.
Mm-hmm. No,
mean,
God of War 2018 was really a shock to me because I was never a fan of God of War. In fact, I went so far as to dislike God of War because I hated Kratos as a fucking character. Whenever Kratos showed up in anything, I was like, oh god, I hate Kratos so much. And then I was like, fine, I'll play God of War. It's this fucking sham Cory Barlog made it, and people seem to be raving about it, so I'll give it a try. And I was like, damn it, it's fucking brilliant. And now it's one of those games where I've only played once, but I'm like, yeah, that's like it's one of my favorite PlayStation games from last generation, definitely. Like, I know Hunter likes Horizon more, but I definitely liked God of War more than I liked Horizon.
God of War is still up there as far as like the PlayStation Studios exclusives go.
Oh, definitely. So yeah, it's good on any list. I rate it.
And I've never played it.
Yeah, shock horror.
Typical.
What's new there?
I have the disc version if you want to.
Dude, I'll trade you Xenoblade.
What a trade! What a
Trade
deal.
offer.
What a deal!
What console do you have Xenoblade for?
Everything. What an offer!
Yeah, dude, which flavor Xenoblade do you want?
Do you
I
want
even have it downloaded on
this
my
is like
Wii
me
U.
offering a copy of Hades. You want Switch or PlayStation?
Yo, I want to play Hades. I just made it like a follow goal on my Twitch. I said that
No.
when I hit 100 followers, I'm gonna play Hades.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
Go and
nice.
follow.
Yeah.
Go and follow.
I will aid in
CasualNoise.
that because I sure do like helping people play Hades.
I got a review copy. That's how you really get it.
Really?
I
Yeah.
bought my copy.
Yeah, I
Nice.
got a review copy of it because we used Hunter's goodwill to get me a copy. That's how it works. Hey, look at this brilliant review that Hunter did give us a next gen copy. Thank you. It's mine now, Lamar. Run away. Hunter's gonna buy it anyway. It's fine. He already owns like 6
It's
copies.
true.
He bought like 3 of his friends' copies as well, so Supergiant made money. It's fine.
Also, I'm gonna play it on Steam anyway.
On Steam,
I
PC gamers, dude.
So
I built my PC. I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, I built mine. I just let it sit there. It renders
You said
HGO
someone else built
podcast
it.
episodes.
and spill drinks on it.
I'll spill drinks on it and render Cal's Bo Burnham lighting for fucking 17 hours. That's it. That's the only 2 things I'll do. Use that GPU in the shortage.
I'm sorry about that. But also that was funny, so I'm not really apologizing.
Yeah. Anyway, we've gone off topic. Who was next? Was it Kyle? Kyle, were you next?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
me.
it was Kyle.
Okay. Oh boy.
I can give you a short hunter one before my big boy one.
Okay, give us a short hunter one.
Alright. So, Freeze Flame Galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy 1.
No, Mario.
Look, dude.
Mario.
it's good, it's good.
No, Mario's never good.
Dude, what do you want me to say? Cool Mountain from Super Mario 64 because I never grew out of the 90s?
That
I
level-
played a
loved
better video
watching-
game.
I loved watching that level harass you when you did the subscription stream.
Yeah, that level fucking traumatized
It was
me.
so good. It
That-
made me laugh so much.
I will
Someday
accept
we'll put
people.
those videos out.
Yeah, we will. I will. I will accept people liking Mario 64 because they grew up with it, and playing bad games when you're young, people enjoy.
We
it.
all did that.
I love Scooby Doo and the Cyber Chase for the PS1. We all have bad games that we liked.
I
like
love
Mario
Shrek
64.
2 for the PS2.
No, that's an actual good game, Cal. Don't bury this one with these trash pieces. Thank you very much. But Cool Mountain is absolute garbage. How anyone can say that
Yeah.
that's a good video game design level. Like, oh yeah, just stand on the broken bridge and it'll teleport you back up. Like, oh yeah, great game design there, dude. I hate Mario 64 is just, if you idle in a certain location, maybe you'll get magically teleported. Dumb game design. But no, go on, tell us about Mario Galaxy then. The only 3D Mario I haven't played.
So kind of like what you were saying earlier about ice levels in general usually being terrible. This one, it makes the ice movement fun, where it gives Mario this little skating ability. And it turns what would be a normally boring and mundane level into honestly one of my favorites from this game, where movement just becomes super fun. You get the ice flower, which lets you stand and skate over water. It's like
Mario turns into Iceman from the X-Men.
yeah, basically. It's just it's a big level without feeling overbearing, and it's split into 2 different parts. There's the ice part and the fire part. We're not here to talk about the fire part, but you do get the ice flower and you can freeze over the fire.
That's how
And
that works.
It's just like it does in Mario Land, dude. Don't question it. Do not question it. And then it's also capped off with some pretty fun the prankster comets with the purple coin mission and Shadow Mario race. Overall, it's just one of the more memorable levels from that game to me. And I could say anything from the bedroom set of levels was except for Dusty Dune, that level can do one, but the rest of them are good.
Dune 1.
Dune 1. Yeah.
Dune 1.
Dune.
Dune 1.
I hate you guys. Even unmuted his mic just to say that. I need
respect
audio
it. I
listeners
would've
to
done
know
it.
that.
I would have done the same if my mic was muted.
What a riot. Bunch of sit-down comedians. You love to see it. No. Mario is Mario. That sounds like a
Sure
Jack
is,
poem
Ethan.
waiting to happen right there.
Man.
But yeah, I agree. Mario ice levels are either great or shit. There's no in between. Mario is a perfect
Yeah.
example of that, where it's either good or shit, and most of the time they're shit. But there are a couple of good ones, I'll admit.
Also want to give a shout out to New Super Mario Bros. Wii for giving you the penguin suit.
Oh yeah.
Another one that made ice traversing fun.
I also want to give a shout out to any ice levels that don't have that suit, because that's cringe, dude. I also want to give a shout out to New Super Mario Bros. Wii for making the ice physics that unbearable that they had to make a suit to fucking combat that. That is what I want to give a shout out to. They were just let's make it unbelievably shit, so if you get hit, it's just garbage, dude.
It's pain.
Salu.
The snow level on Odyssey, I like the little roly-poly guys
That's what I
that
was-
are in it.
The
That's what I was about to
Shenanigans.
talk about.
Yeah, those guys
Yeah.
are fun.
That was
They're
great.
fun. I like
Because I
the
was
little
reminded.
racetrack you got to do
Yeah,
with
the little
them.
Goron race you can do with it.
I spent so much time on one of them because I'm bad, but I did complete it.
You love to see it. No. Anyway, Hunter, what's up? What have you got?
All right, so on from Mario, now we have Zelda. I'm gonna do
Hell
something
yeah.
I don't do a lot, as Ethan convulses, and let's give credit to Twilight Princess. The Snow
Oh,
Peak
sure.
Ruins is a really good dungeon. It's like this cool frozen-over mansion now inhabited by Yetis. You get to hang out with these Yetis the whole time. You're like solving the puzzles and all that. I really like the Zelda dungeons that feel like a different place and not just a cave with arbitrary
Stuff.
puzzles in them.
You lost me. You really like Zelda dungeons, dude. I was like, goodbye. Where's the door? I'm leaving. Did goodbye. But no, go on. Tell.
But yeah,
Twilight
it's-
Princess, I don't know anything about, so do tell.
Well, the dungeons are the best part of that game. The in-between is the part
Correct.
that sucks in all of that. So this one's really nice because, as I said, you get to hang out with Yetis a whole bunch. It's really good at curating the vibe. You can go back to these buddies for, like, pumpkin soup that functions as a potion,
Do a
essentially.
snowboard race with them.
Yeah, that's after you finish the dungeon. Or maybe before, I don't remember.
I think
But
it's after.
it's been forever
I haven't
since I've
played
played
Twilight Princess in a
Princess.
long time. If the beginning was better, I'd play it so much more.
I know, right? The dungeon item you get is a ball and chain, and it's very visually satisfying to watch Link use.
It
To, like,
is.
smash through the
Dude
heavier
lifts it and
things
swings
that
it
are...
over his head.
Of course he
It's
does.
amazing.
Of course he does.
And then
Buff Link.
the boss battle scared Kyle. So
Hell yeah.
points there.
Iconic.
Iconic. Go and check out our Halloween episode. That's 2 references now. Wow.
Yeah.
Can you tell what holiday we like?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that's behind you.
Bravely Default?
I mean, that works for me. I've got like plague themed plushies back there.
Nice.
Oh, we're doing plushies.
Oh my god.
nice.
That's Sussy Baka plush. Holy shit.
Officially licensed.
Officially licensed.
Oh my God.
Sussy Baka. That's named it Sussy Baka.
Baka.
That's Monka TOS right there. That's like a fucking. Don't want to look that one up on Google. I'll tell you that much. How many more do we have? I know Jacob said he's already ran out.
I got one.
You got one.
Yeah, I only have
So
a
how many
complaint
you got?
left.
Okay, you've got a complaint.
I only have a complaint.
I've got 2, but I can cut one because it doesn't mean that much to me.
Well, yeah, you can do an honourable mention if you want to it afterwards. Yours are like a minute long, so you can have both of them. We'll just do both of them at the end. It's fine. I've got 3, so I'll make one to just a quick one. So it's not really winter themed, but it always feels like winter because I've got more Christmas presents, guys. I've got more. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, there it is. Where is it, dude? I got everybody their favorite
Oh, good.
RPG.
Visual gags.
Everyone's favorite RPG. I got Kyle a copy of The Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I got
Booster,
Hunter
thank you.
a copy of The Elder Scrolls Skyrim. And Jacob,
Here,
I know
you can have this.
I know that you're a PC gamer, so check your Steam because I've got you my Steam version of Skyrim because I do have it on Steam.
Wow.
Yes.
This USB has it. Here you go.
There you go. Have the dongle, dude.
This phone has
Skyrim. Skyrim nerds are going to come at me and be like, Skyrim is set in autumn, actually. Thank you very much. It gives me winter
Sure
vibes.
doesn't seem like it.
It gives me winter. It's snow fucking everywhere, dude. Snow fucking
Yeah.
everywhere. It's just a very wintry ass game, and it's just a very cold game, and I just like the aesthetic of Skyrim. It looks old as fuck, but that's my honorable mention. Is it very much does feel wintry. 2 of them, they're both kind of normie shit, so I'll get the real other quick one out of the way. As you guys know, I have in the past spent like $60 on a Call of Duty game just to play the shitty side game mode every year. So I'll talk
Classic.
about my
Hell
favourite
yeah.
map from Black Ops 1 back in the day. Also 2011, actually. Holy shit, I almost planned it. Call of the Dead is a winter-themed Siberian level where it's based on horror movies, so Hunter would like it quite a bit because
Oh, nice.
it's the premise of the premise of the map is that they are filming a horror. George Romero, the late George Romero, is filming a horror film set on a Siberian like workstation that the Nazis used, and they found some ancient burial site there, and George Romero decided to film something there, and the zombies are actually real, and they start attacking the celebrities, and the celebrities are Sarah Michelle Gellar, Michael Rooker, Danny Trejo, and Robert Englund. And
Danny Trejo, amazing.
Danny Trejo, Robert Englund, Sarah Michelle Gellar. Yeah. I said the other one. I can't remember. I said them all the first time, and now I've forgotten.
Yeah, I forget which one.
All
was
horror.
missing.
Yeah, that's gonna bug me. It's fine. Yeah, Michael Rooker. Michael Rooker. That's who I missed.
Yep.
There we go. But no, it's just a really fun idea of this whole, and George Romero is actually in it. He plays like this massive giant zombie that's like the director that's stalking you the entire game, and then you're just playing as these celebrities. And the whole Easter egg is the 4 actual characters are stuck behind a bunker door, and the celebrities are trying to get them out. Is essentially the whole thing, and it's just a really cool map, and I really liked it. And it's just very wintry, obviously, because it's in Siberia, and it's just very fun. It's a cool reference to horror movies, and it's got all the wintry kind of tropes. It's got like the ice slide. It's got the ice water that freezes you slowly as you stay in it. It's got all the tropes of a nice level, but it's fun. And it's not just your generic Call of Duty nonsense. Right, let's go. Complaint time.
It's actually a perfect segue, because you were talking about a nice, fun ice shooter map, and now I'll talk about a terrible one that is purely aesthetic, for ice, and that's for all my Valorant gamers out there.
Oh god,
Icebox is the worst map in that game. It is terrible.
I'm going to put the timestamp as Valorant Sucks, by the way. I just want you to know that. That's the timestamp.
I played for the first time in 3 months the other day, and I don't like the people who play Valorant.
Don't worry, I don't either. Never played it. I do either. You know, we'll just...
I just don't trust them.
No.
The map of Icebox is just... it's just corners the game. Which one is the defender hiding behind? It's the one you didn't check.
That just seems like Valorant in a nutshell to me. Like all the gameplay I've ever seen of Valorant
so much worse.
Everyone in Valorant is like hiding.
Icebox.
It's literally just crouch behind a corner, wait till someone gives up. Like literally, this is the gameplay of Valorant. Kyle Hunter is. Right, everyone hide behind a corner. Whichever team gets bored of hiding around the corner first loses, because they then walk, and then the people that are still hiding behind the corner then kills you. And it's like, you won.
This is why I can't do online competitive shooters. I'm too much. I want to rip someone's head off. And,
that's only kind
just
of
let me
true.
go Rambo.
There's offense and defense, so that the defense wins if no one chooses to stop hiding.
Oh, there you go. I forgot about that. Yeah. The defense has an advantage, because then you can just be like, I'm not moving, let's go.
But no, Icebox has more corners to hide behind than any other map, and there are 3 paths that you can attack, all of which there's one exact spot where you're going to walk out. So someone is going to be sniping down that line every time.
Fantastic.
So you do not want to be the first one to walk out. It is the worst map in the game.
Good at peekaboo.
And I feel like it's the most common map to play on. It's awful, and I hate it. And yeah,
I love it, dude. I love it. That sounds like so much fun. I was never into CS:GO, so Valorant never did it for me. Like Valorant to me, the reason I liked Overwatch was just because of the team-based. I liked the team-based kind of stuff, but it was fun more than anything. Is you can mess about. Well, back in the day, you could all pick Torbjorn and just go 6 Torbjorns versus the world, which we did many a time, and would win, and it would be great fun.
My shooter life went Overwatch to a brief stint in Fortnite that we don't talk about, to Apex,
to
Valorant.
90s like a pro, dude.
No,
Victory Royale.
I am awful at shooter games. I like playing shooter games with my friends, but I am terrible at them.
Yeah, to me, they've always been a social thing. I don't ever enjoy playing them solo, really, but they're always a
And the weirdest
Good
thing about
social thing.
Valorant is, if I take a month off from the game, out of nowhere I can snipe.
Oh,
I've
that's
never
just
been
any
able to
game
snipe
ever.
in any video game.
Honestly.
Like, just as soon as I
Practice is
pick
for
it up for the
nerds.
first time in a while, it's just like, oh, I'm just hitting headshots. Okay. And then it goes away.
Yeah.
Dude, legit, I've wanted to talk about this for a long time. People underrate taking breaks in competitive things. Because
Yeah.
it gives you the time to forget what your common mistakes were.
hmm Definitely. It also
And they just disappear.
Yeah.
gets rid of your rage and your hatred for the video game that you're playing as well at the same time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you've been victimized by Crash 2 so much, and then it just never goes away.
Yeah,
Well, that's just Crash 2.
or you go back to Overwatch and you realize nothing's changed and it's still the fest that it was.
Oh, I stopped playing as soon as they added Brigitte.
Nah, Brigitte was great, dude. That was funny.
Brigitte led to Goats, which led to Forced 222, which was the worst thing they could do.
Force 222 was when it was sucked, but Brigitte was
Yeah.
hilarious because you literally
Brigitte
you literally just went around going whack whack. Literally, I was like, literally, you just went around to all the Overwatch players, hitting them with the horny stick, going no bad.
But Brigitte was
No
the reason they ended up
roadhogs
doing
allowed in
222.
my lobby. dude. Goodbye.
They were the brigade way to it.
Yeah, basically.
She just held the delete key. It was so funny. It was so funny. You could literally be like, no Genjis allowed in my lobby. Because the deflected fuck all to Brigitte's hammers. You'd be like, goodbye, get out.
I was a Diva main, so
Oh,
I also did
Diva
not like
was
playing
great.
Brigitte.
Diva and Roadhog just didn't exist anymore because we were like, what's that?
Yeah.
No shield, goodbye. Just whack, whack, whack.
Yeah, I had to start playing Orisa and like
Orisa's never fun.
not Reinhardt. I never played Reinhardt. Zarya
I
did
used to
pretty well
suicide
against
with Reinhardt, where I'd put the shields
Just
up and
the
go like,
charge.
quickly everybody, behind my shield, then as soon as the enemy started attacking, I'd charge straight
Oh.
into them and leave them up.
Oh, so you were a Reinhardt
Be
main.
like, salute, gamer.
I got this.
That was basically just
I
any
can take him.
Reinhardt.
No, you can't.
Screw you, I'll take 501.
Always funny.
Dude,
I-
looking back on it, in that week I played Overwatch, I don't know why I didn't play Genji and why I played Diva.
Did you play on
Genji was
console,
like a-
dude?
Yeah, Genji was like a cyborg ninja with
Genji
a sword.
sucks on
Why did I
console.
not play
That's
him?
the reason. Genji sucks
yeah, that's
on
fair.
console, dude.
Yeah, but if you're having fun, who cares?
Like, you have to hold the controller like this to play Genji on console. You're like this. You're like, yes, I'm gaming, dude. Like, because it's like it needs the right
yes.
analog stick. You need like
The
all the
claw.
triggers. You're like, yes. It's not even claw grip. It's like it's the Genji grip, dude. It's the I'm getting arthritis by the age of 22 grip. It's like, let's go, gamers, rise up. Awful.
PC.
Yeah, no, I was never a Genji main on console. Genji was the last one of the last trophies I needed for the platinum of Overwatch. Yes, I have the platinum of Overwatch. No, I'm not proud of it.
I didn't even get all
all
the trophies,
Congratulations.
and I had seasons where I would play 300 games in a competitive season, and I don't have all the trophies.
Yeah, I just went for it in the end. I had like
I
a
did
couple of
too.
trophies left.
I have a screenshot on my phone where it says that I played Genji. I got 4 Dragon Blade kills with 1 Dragon Blade, and I still don't have the trophy for that
Yeah, nice.
because it just didn't register.
I got that one. The one that was hard for me was doing the deflect and getting 2 kills with a single deflect. I just couldn't get it.
I did it back when there was still scatter arrow.
Yeah, I didn't. So I did it like a year and a half ago when Genji was awful. So I was like, this is paying. Genji went from my least played DPS character to like my third most in quick play because I literally was sitting there just going deflect, fuck, deflect, fuck, deflect, fuck for hours upon hours.
That's what happened to me with the artist formerly known as McCree,
Oh yeah, what's his name now?
Cole Cassidy.
Cole Cassidy.
Cowboy Tim.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop.
His 4K ult. It took me so long to get.
Reapers kill
also-
like 4 people with 1 clip also sucked as well.
Oh yeah,
Fuck
kill
you,
3
Undead.
enemies without reloading.
Yeah.
It
You know,
doesn't
the
have to be
funny thing
solo
is,
kills, too.
incidentally, he's probably the guy I would play as.
Of course
if I
he
ever
would,
played
'cause he's
that game.
edgelord.
Oh, everyone starts as a Reaper main. That
That's
is
not
the rule
true.
of Overwatch.
I picked Tracer
didn't.
and I literally never swapped. Hell yeah.
I also picked Tracer.
Yeah.
I like shotguns. He wears a skull mask. He wears
Yeah.
a trench coat. Very
My
appealing
my
to
first
me.
3 characters were Reaper, Soldier, and Bastion.
My first 3 characters were Tracer. Then when my friends got the game, I had to play Mercy because they were all shit for like 20 hours until my friend was like, I'm going to try. I'll play. You play Mercy too much, Ethan. You have no fun playing Mercy, so I'll try for one day. And then he never swapped off ever again. He
Nice.
became a Mercy main. He knew how to hold that R2 button. I was like, good job. And I don't even remember what my third one was. Probably
Torbjorn.
no. Torbjorn was not. I wish he was. Fuck me.
I initially had the Overwatch Winter event on my list for this episode because there is a theme to this episode. It's not just tangents.
Yeah, Winter
Just because I
Overwatch.
like the
Could've
aesthetics
fooled me.
to
Torbjorn
to-
Santa's
that they did
very
to different-
pog, dude.
I liked the different aesthetics that they gave maps that were around.
Oh
year-round.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's it
Well,
called?
Christmas lights and snow
What's
and-
what's that map? What's the
Kings
London
Row.
map called? Kings Row. That's it. Kings Row
Yeah.
with the Christmas decorations up. Very cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Also,
see
I
that?
love
They looped back to
Echo
what we were
Point
supposed to be talking
Antarctica.
about.
I love Echo
Yeah.
Point Antarctica. May Snowball Fight. What a game mode, dude. What a game mode. It's the most toxic
They-
shit I've ever played in my life. And it's
Oh no, it gets worse. The either the second or third year of the Winter
don't
Wonderland,
talk about Yeti
they
Hunt,
added
don't.
they added another mode.
Yeah, the Yeti Hunt, it fucking
Yeah.
sucks. Shit,
It was
map,
great.
dude. It's literally
It
just
was-
a bunch. It's
it was
literally
so
just a
bad,
bunch
it
of
was
maze
good.
fucking with a Winston. It's literally like the whole idea is the maze should be scared because a
Bye,
Winston's
monkey.
coming for you, like a Yeti's coming for you. When the game mode really is 4 fucking maze
Run,
spam
Winston.
emotes and toxic towards one poor fucking Winston who dies within 5 seconds.
Yep.
As the maze all spam the sorry line for the 60th time, where they're just like, sorry, as they fucking teabag your corpse. No, bad game. It's a good job Overwatch 2's never coming out, thank God. Right. Kyle, final pick.
All right, time for the one that's going to get Ethan to yell at me
Oh,
because of how the questionable acceptance of this pick. Oh God!
Rolling up my sleeves, strong arms, big boy, big
getting ready for the duel.
Imagine not already
Oh,
having
Hunt-
your sleeves up.
Oh, Hunter's
I'm
got a
ready.
knife.
I'm ready. Hunter's
Oh,
got a
God.
knife.
I'm
Come on,
terrified.
Hunter. Get him, Hunter.
This is
Get
like
him,
that
Hunter.
scene from Tangled.
Get his shit opinions, Hunter. Let's get him. Dude.
All right. So for my final pick, I have the build up to the final act, the final chapter of Persona 3. It rolls over from the end of December into the start of January. Well, technically to the end of
You
January.
remember when,
so that's the
Jacob, remember when
game
you made
ends.
that joke about me saying Persona 5's ending? And we were all like,
Yeah.
ha, that's a funny joke because that would be an absolutely tragic pick.
That's
So
right,
you
fools.
decided to be cringe,
Heck
Kyle.
W.
This was all a ploy to talk about Persona once again.
Now
And
we're-
We
you
already talked
all
about
fell
Persona
for
this
it.
episode.
Yeah.
we
Did I
haven't
give you
even
the idea
played
when I
this
said that
one. Me
Ethan
and
was
Hunter
gonna
haven't
talk about
played
it?
three.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
I had this written down
Well,
since like
there's
the
no
other
point
day.
in telling me about Persona 3 because unless it's the first like 5 hours, I have no clue what the fuck's what happens in Persona 3. So
I've watched the entire game.
Hell yeah. Hunter, what's your exposure to P3?
I will play it someday.
if they
Pog.
remake it, dude. Well, while we're at it, where's Persona 4 on PS4, Atlas, and Switch? Where the hell's that?
I would like
It's
to
on
play
Steam.
that one again.
I've played it
Yeah,
on
but I
Steam. I,
don't
want it on a
care.
console. Damn it!
You got a fighting game coming.
You know,
An
someone
old
saw.
fighting game.
Someone saw there was a leak today where if you on the Arena website, if you type /V2 onto it, it shows the homepage again, but this time it shows that the Golden and the fighting game bundle are on Switch and PS4, and people can't tell if that is like actually happening. It's like a future announcement, or if that's just like a temporary website and Atlas just put V2 to make people hope that Golden was coming to PS4 and Switch again. Who knows?
Big if true.
If you type in V3, it also comes bundled with Danganronpa.
Persona killing game, here we come.
That'd be interesting.
God, that'd be tragic. Anyway, Kyle, what's so special, without spoiling it for me and Hunter?
All right. So to be as vague as possible, basically, your party throughout the entire month of December is mulling over a choice of killing God.
The
Killing
classic
the person-
persona. Hey, guys.
Basically, killing the person
Where's
who
the
will
choice
become
here?
God.
The answer is yes. Kill him.
I'm just imagining a sitcom aesthetic, one of them's walking through the doors. So, guys, you'll never believe this crazy thing that's going to happen. Let's kill
And then
God.
there's the laugh track.
Yeah, I'd play the laugh track, but I feel like I'm going to get content ID'd on someone's laugh. So I'm not gonna bother.
So, anyways, you spent your Christmas mulling over the decision to kill God, and then,
As one does.
then it rolls over into New Year's, and that's when the big sad of the game really starts to kick into play. Game turns into, the game just bonks you over the head with the depression bat. All the overworld music changes to be completely, super somber and super melancholy.
Yo, Pog.
It's absolutely fantastic. Aesthetically, it hits the tone perfectly, in my opinion. Memories of the City and Memories of the School are two of my favorite tracks in that game. Just because of how, lo-fi they are. They're really good, just, background music. And basically, so then New Year's rolls around, and unlike something like Persona 4 or Persona 5, where you've got this celebration with your team, the C's group are just all right, we've got until the end of the month, let's do this. Full moon's at the end of the month, let's get ready until then. There's no celebration, really.
There's no celebration in 5 either until Royal. Let's be real here. The celebration of 5 was jail, bitch. Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, but base 5 doesn't
Your
exist anymore.
consequences have actions. Your actions have consequences.
Your consequences have actions. But that's the bye.
If it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
There he goes.
There he goes. Never to be seen again. Not for another
Does he get
91
more on his
gags.
camera?
Another 80 episodes.
But no, I just really love how the final month of the game is presented to you. I think it's done super well, and was definitely the biggest standout moment for me in that game.
Nice.
Well, at least one of. I don't want to say the
Yeah.
best part of the game is the end, but
yeah.
The standout to me is how terrible that game plays. Thank you. Atlas remake.
What,
it.
you want to control your teammates?
Yeah, I do.
play portable, bitch.
No, because that's missing half the fucking story and cutscenes. I'm good, dude. Can we have
Yep.
the best of
Dude,
both
what's it?
worlds? That's what Hannah Montana was singing about, by the way. Fun fact. She was that's what she was after, a perfect version of P3. She'll never get it. Poor Hannah.
Poor Hannah.
I
I also do want to give a quick mention to Snowflakes from Persona 4. Lovely track.
Yeah. It's a thing.
Only Golden got it though, so I never got to hear it.
I heard it.
Sad
It was
PS2
alright.
noises.
It was alright, but at the same time, Kyle, unlike Royal, where I think that the Royal content's some of the best stuff, the Golden content in terms of the Golden Dungeon in P4 is the
Yeah.
worst thing in that video game, to be honest. So, could have done without it.
Yeah, that's a fair opinion.
But Snowflakes is great. And also the
It
extra
is.
scenes they did add, like the ski trip and stuff like
Ski
that,
trip, yeah.
are great. It's just the dungeon itself is awful and pointless.
lost with
one
the
that kept
boys.
crashing
Yeah,
the game.
it crashed 6 times on me on PC. The power of
Oh,
Steam,
baby.
ladies and gentlemen. The power of Steam.
Yeah.
The power
This
of
is why
PC
we wait
gaming.
for the PS4 version.
Yeah, we're all blue screen and we go, now that's
Which
how I
will
want.
crash just as much.
Yeah.
Ethan, are
Ew.
you spilling another drink?
No, I just hit my mic. It's fine. It'll just deafen audio listeners. Who cares, guys? No one listens to the audio on the podcast. It's fine.
No, it's just a pantomime show.
I'll come
People
here for
just
the
tell-
visual
You
gags.
just watch us on
Watch
mute.
the Halloween
yeah.
episode.
Yeah, they're expecting us to just start doing sign language and shit,
Oh god.
Yeah. That's the only thing I know, and I don't even know what it means.
I know-
It could
I know
mean,
the
like,
alphabet.
fuck you, you know?
It's thank you.
Like, so that,
Thank you. You're welcome. Please, sorry.
Ah. I should just start doing
Boy,
this every 5
girl.
minutes on the podcast. Sorry.
I can count to, I think, 29 and do the alphabet.
This is
So I
like
can
the
communicate.
educational episode.
This is just the how off topic
And
can we
everyone's
get?
favorite.
Very cool. What were we? Oh yeah, Hunter.
Hunter.
It's time for Hunter's 2 1-minute ones. Come on, Hunter. What have you got?
Well.
Ethan's got to
We'll
go to
start
bed
with-
soon, so he'll make
With
it
the Last of Us, the winter section.
good. A good pick. I nearly put it
My
on here.
favorite part of the game. Everyone always talks about that stupid giraffe, and I'm always hung up on the part before it.
Dude, I love the giraffe. That was my favorite part to hear people
The
talk
giraffe
about.
scene only
that's all.
works.
That's all I know about that game.
The giraffe scene only works because of how brutal the section before it is.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
And because I'm the way I am, I'm way more focused on that section. Right before it takes over into winter in The Last of Us, Joel gets like hurt, and when you start that chapter, you assume control of Ellie, and she runs into a situation that turns south really quick. She gets abducted by cannibals.
The classic.
And yeah,
As you
classic.
do.
The classic
You know.
rom-com trope, dude.
So it just ratchets up the intensity from what was already a pretty bleak zombie story into, yes, here's the part where the humans are just as monstrous. Yay. But it works pretty well because from there you go from like the dueling perspectives of Ellie and Joel, and a snowstorm comes in just as Ellie makes her escape, so visibility is low while you're trying to leave, and it just makes everything all that more intense. And it concludes with my favorite scene in the game.
Oh yeah, it's a good scene. I like it.
Oh, it sure is.
Very happy, very positive. Shows a great message for all the boys and girls watching it.
It's very well done.
It is good. I like it. It's very good. What's the other one?
Oh, the other one, Free CC Peak from Banjo and Kazooie.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
They have good music.
Yeah, it has a good music. It's got a Christmas tree in it, centered around, so you get a jiggy by leading some light bulbs into the tree.
You can
Get
race
jiggy
a
with it,
walrus.
dude.
Yeah, you race a walrus. That's the other thing I constantly remember, besides being harassed by the snowmen that are jerks.
You get to play Santa and deliver presents.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure the water hurts you. That's not fun.
You can turn into a walrus though, and then it doesn't.
Yeah. The
Pog.
walrus is a fun transformation.
I still need to play Banjo at some point. I still
Dude,
haven't
can I
properly
interest
played it.
you in Nintendo Switch Online for
Fuck off.
$60? It's
off.
gonna be on there.
I'm not buying the expansion pass. You can fuck off, dude. I own Happy Home Paradise. I played it for 4 hours, and I was like, yeah,
It's more
just
than
as
I
I
did.
intended.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was
Since
great. I'm like,
You guys
oh,
are never actually going to talk about
yeah.
it on the
I was
podcast.
like, oh, it's great. It's a load of fun. It's just like Happy Home Designer, which I also put like 2 hours into, and then went, this is great. If I had more time and imagination, I'd love this. And then I put it down forever and went, bye. I'm gonna go play Danganronpa for 6 weeks because that's how long it takes me. Because I can't read very well, guys. It takes me like 20 minutes a sentence.
I feel that.
But no, I'll probably play it on Game Pass at some point when I eventually get a fridge. We'll see.
Yeah.
The inevitable fridge. Oh, I have one last one, don't I? Cringe.
I mean, you could just nod and end the episode.
No, because
Go to bed.
I'm more important. Let's go.
Then
No.
sleep.
Yep, it's no. It's just a
Damn.
small one. It's the intro to Red Dead 2. The whole of chapter 1 is in the snow. And I don't want to
Sure
spoil
is.
it too much for people who haven't played it, but it's a really good first chapter because not only is snow and snowboys and westerns, guys. Snow and westerns is just great in general because you don't see enough snow and westerns.
Mm.
It's
So
not all that common.
no, so it's a good time, and it's just the whole idea of Red Dead 2. The whole premise is that you're a part of a gang called the Vanderlyn Gang, and where you pick up the story at the start, they've just had a bank heist that's gone horribly wrong, and they are on the run from the police, and they are basically at their wits' end. They're out of food, they're out of everything, and they're in the winter, and there's no better place to start the story off when in the winter where they're fucked. and it's great. It's a great intro cinematic piece. There's just a load of fun, and it's great. And that's all I have to say. Really, it's just very. It brings you into the world straight away, in a way many games don't.
I did witness the beginning of Red Dead 2, and it is a really good tone setter, even though it seems like most of the people who played it seem to hate that part.
No, I like it. I like it. It's great. People don't like it because they hate fun. Because then they get to chapter 2, and then they're like, yes, looking at a fucking...
Cowboy time.
Yeah, they're like, oh yes, looking at the mud textures, so entertaining. Chapter 1 sucked, but looking at the reflection in the boot while looking at the mud is fucking excellent. I'm like, okay, guys, okay, you do you. Red Dead fans are a weird bunch where they'll literally be like, oh, my horse, I better be shitting right now because it's the exact same time Rockstar told me it would shit. Cow's looking confused, the horse is shit in that game.
No, I remember that.
Yeah, dude. Someone crunched like 6 months to get that to work. We all love Rockstar. Feels shit, dude. Feels bad.
Like, the only reason I remember it was from Zero Punctuation's review of it.
Oh, dude, I saw Zero Punctuation as of recording has just released an SMT5 video. And I laughed so hard, dude. I laughed so hard. It was like, I was like, someone's brave enough to say it, dude. Someone's brave enough to say it.
I'll need to go check that out after this.
It was basically like he was talking about anime fans recommending him SAT5, and he was like, "Really, a Persona game without all the things that I like about Persona? That sounds great. Let's give it a try."
To be fair with that guy, it's hard to know what he likes about the video games.
This is true.
Yeah, he didn't really like SMT5. Spoilers.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? He hates every JRPG though that isn't like Persona, and I think another a couple of other ones. I don't remember. He hates turn-based RPGs.
He did a review of Xenoblade X, and I think he liked the game when he got the giant robot, which was like 25 hours into the game.
That's Pog. Well, that
after being on the cover of the box.
Sounds about right. That sounds like a JRPG, to be honest. Let's be real. They either JRPG box arts or either every character you're ever going to meet in the entire adventure all on one cover, or here's a game mechanic that you're not going to see for 40 hours. Have fun, bye. Those are the two box art types. So, yeah. Anyway, I guess we're done. I guess we're done. You know, it's only like 1:30. I've only got work in like 6 hours. It's fine. It's what we do to have Christmas off. But thank you for hanging out with us, Jacob. It's been fun having you back on.
Oh, of course. I enjoyed it. Be happy to come back whenever. Maybe not in another year and a half.
We will try and make it less than 80 episodes.
On how Kyle passes the messages.
Yeah. Maybe next time
I was telling Ethan and Jacob that both of them wanted to be on the show.
Yeah, but I really wanted to be on the show,
never
guys.
Communicated.
I really wanted to be on the show.
They never communicated.
That's what Kyle does, is Kyle's like, Jacob's like, I really want to be on. I'm like, get Jacob on. And Kyle's like, I'm just going to sit here and go, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he wants that too.
Yeah. But it's fine. It's fine. We'll just have no guests.
Why don't you get a guest, Ethan?
Because I'm too busy working.
Checkmate.
And then when I'm not working, I spend 7 hours.
Yeah,
that's fair trade, dude. I'll spend 7 hours finding a guest when you spend 7 hours editing this fucker every week, dude. Amen to that. Amen to that. But no, I'll link on screen right now. But for those who are blind, Jacob, where can people find you when you're not on the show every year and a half?
I stream at twitch.tv/CasualNoise, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at CasualNoiseTTV.
And there you go. Be sure to go and follow him. Go just give him some love for spending time with us on this random occurrence where we need to get an episode recorded like a week and a half in advance.
This random Wednesday night.
This random Wednesday night that never happens. Nothing better. 100 followers. Gonna play Hades, so
yeah. Go
and get you 500 followers.
And there's one of them.
24-hour
Was that
stream.
you, Hunter?
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
I sure do like helping people achieve their goals to play Hades.
Hunter will be there when you play Hades, dude. He's always there when people play Hades. He feels it. Like, it's like his spider sense. It's his Hades sense. He's like, someone's streaming it on Twitch right now. I feel
You'll
it in
be
the
front and
force.
center posting Patrick's and butter, man.
Yeah,
It
basically.
will be what I do.
Yeah. But no, make sure you go and give him some love. But if you don't care about anything that us three are doing, go check out Jacob. But us three, if you don't care about us, you can go and follow us on Twitter at HotGamersOnly. Subscribe to the YouTube channels at youtube.com/HotGamersOnly. And hey, if you don't want to look at our stupid faces every week, you can head to your favourite podcast service, search for Hot Gamers Only, and you can find us there. Icon, Spotify, iTunes, all of them. Just go and search. You can find us. We're probably there. I feel like we've ran out of places to not be, so where else could we possibly go? Who knows?
The moon.
The moon.
Leave
Start
In
good
a studio
reviews.
together.
Start doing random. Yeah, start sending it to random radio stations. Just shove it everywhere. Get
Why
it
do
into...
these guys keep sending me this? I don't care.
Yo, guys, you want to listen to our new single? It's 2 hours long every week. I'm sure it'd go well.
Ethan, you run a radio show. Just play us instead.
We swear, and by we I mean mainly me. So that's not gonna work. It's fine. I'll just spend another 2
censor it.
hours censoring it all. Yeah, it's fine. Listening to it because I don't remember when, I swear. But yeah, that's been our holiday episode. We hope you guys have enjoyed, and thank you for spending some of your holiday with us. We hope you're having a fantastic break. And yeah, we'll be back next week, I think. Same time, same place, probably. I don't think
Potentially next year, depending on
it will be next year.
when it.
It
yeah.
will.
Yeah.
Oh,
one's
See
going
the
up
future.
27th, right?
yeah. So that's it. Well, guess we'll see you same time, same place next year for more then. But until then, have an awesome week. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.
See ya.
Toodaloo.
I guess we're all saying goodbye.
Bye.